So this is going to be on how to generate tremendous power kicking. I'm going to do the technique relatively low power, because you can kind of figure out how to kick way harder than your body or your impact skill can even tolerate. So for like a side kick right here, you're maintaining connection to the field of consciousness. So as you kick, you feel every part of you moving through the spatial field, and to not have your attention broken by like focusing on any particular thing. So the whole time, the whole body is doing the swimming thing. And then once you're there, you notice where about right here you can push off of everything even more, which is going to be the power of the kick is not generated by any particular leg thing, but you're kind of taking the total surface of your skin, and whatever movement has to happen to swim the whole structure into the target. So what you're doing, depending on where your hands start, like here, to swim, they have to do that motion, or from here, I have to do something like that to get that last pop. Every part of the body has like kind of a way that it has to press to get the full body power to come out. And then once you've got that down and you're able to be kind of doing the full body power thing, you can get to places like, about right here in the kick, and I can throw my weight back at the last moment to act as a little bit of a counter lever to throw the kick out even harder. And so like when I'm not trying to like muscle the kick as hard as possible, but I'm just trying to connect all those points, like the totality of my muscular suit, which the more that you feel the muscular suit, the more the environment becomes like you're in water. And so the more focused you are, the denser this technique gets, and you get to swim off of that for any movement. And then you can get all of it going forward and try and time it so that you're going forward. Not only are you going forward, but it's whipping. And so that's the kind of thing to where you really have the time and the space to like tee off. So this is the same as a big soccer kick or a field goal kick. You're with your momentum. Your momentum's going forward, and you're cantilevering, right? Which you can do with just one step. With one step, you can start yourself going forward. You can stay with yourself, so to be swimming, and then you can leverage it at the end to do that's what people call a whip. And it's that at the end, it's the whip is the whole body rotating around the center of gravity. The reason people think it's a whipping motion is because they're not thinking of themselves as a fluid. If they're fluidic, the whip is just a counter lever rotation. But if you're thinking in terms of parts, the whip becomes more elaborate, like S thing. But if you're more fluidic, it's just the counter lever, and then water naturally whips. When it's moving forward and rotating, it'll naturally whip. So if you just take care of the forward motion and the counter lever, it'll whip out. Great. Like that's an interesting area where you can spend a lot of time studying how to have like a whip motion, or you can just learn how to be fluidic and then just go forward and up. And as you speed that up, the fluidic motion will crash, and then that will create the physical whip. So it's way easier to make the step into moving fluidically and then just learning how to rotate while connected fluidically, versus like this progressive relaxation thing where you move a series of parts in a wave sequence. And there's a lot of different skills like that, to where if you learn it at a fluidic level, that's when you're like more intuitive, more powerful. You're like actually whipping better than the people, and they've gone through the sequence of putting all the things into order and firing them off at just the right time to cause the whip. And then the fluidic person might not know any of that, and is just going forward and rotating, and the fluid just spills into a crash. And then you could be creative and find so you can hit the kick with the forward momentum, you can kick with the rotation, you can kick with the muscles, the coordinated muscular effort, you can kick with that. That's the swimming. And then I don't know what there's probably other stuff you could put onto it. I'm sure you get high enough energy, probably like lightning. So people hate on me because I don't know anything about boxing or martial arts, and I just kind of like play around with how water moves. And people say that it's not real martial arts, or like I don't know how to punch hard, and they're probably right. And so it's all the same stuff for punching. So I can just be moving forward, muscularly attached. And where's my cantilever for punching? It's just that. It's obviously different for each direction. And I mean, really, it's like you just end up hurting yourself when you generate that much power. Like you just kind of become able to casually hit as hard as people hit who like try really hard, and you're like doing it like once a month or less. I mean, really, it's like I've been filming my entire exercise routine. I don't do anything else besides these videos. All I do is work. So there's like no training that you're not seeing. I have zero discipline outside the videos. I just understand it. So there's a bunch of stuff that doesn't take very much work.